The events of Thursday, I was finalizing a breakup with Dakota Harvey. I didn't want the abuse, the mental instability of him, and I didn't want him continuing the abuse, to my friends as well. And he didn't really take lightly to it. He didn't like other people making me happy. He was very angry almost all the time, no matter what I did. He's always been that way, and they got to witness that, unfortunately. But it started with threats. He was throwing stuff around my room. He threatened to stab me with one of his swords that he had. And he put the knife down, or the sword away, whenever Alexis stood up, Alexandria. She stood up, and she said, "You're not going to hurt her. You're not going to touch her. You're not going to do anything to her." She's always been my protector. She's always been my fighter. And he put the knife away, and he was calm, weirdly calm. He came back up and said, "You're lucky, because I just got off the phone with his little brother, and he said he told me not to kill you." He said, "You're really lucky, because if I came back and I shot you, I wouldn't kill you. I'd make you suffer." So he left again after he tried to put his hands on me, because I had 911 dialed up on my phone. I hadn't called them yet, but I had it dialed just in case. He came over, tried to put his hands on me, and grabbed my phone away, and I look up and I see Alexis Spider Monkey on his back, trying to punch him and fight him. And he let go. Calm still, weirdly enough. He went downstairs again to his car. And by that time I called the police, because I wasn't going to let him put his hands on me. And she came into my room wondering what was going on, and I tried to explain to her. We hear somebody coming back to the door. By the time I got up real quick and I locked it, I was still on the phone call with the cops. And I was letting them know I just wanted an officer brought into the neighborhood, just somebody there. So that way, if he tried to do anything to me or my car or anything like that, or her car, he wouldn't be able to. He'd probably get scared off and run away. But instead, he came back up, and he had a jacket on. And he said that he wanted to open up, he just wanted to get some things, get his Xbox and stuff. And I guess that was his coy. I said, "Just wait a second." And I had my eye on him. I was still on the phone with the emergency. And I said that he's at the door. Like, what do I do? And they said, just, do whatever makes us feel safe. And I thought complying with him usually kept me safe. For the last 2 years, he abused me. So I said, "Okay, we'll get stuff for you." By that time, I started walking back to the kitchen. I guess they unlocked the door to give him his Xbox, and he came in with a gun.
When you opened the door, it's what pushed me and Alexis into the kitchen. And I tried to kick the door shut, but he was already inside. And Alexis ran out the other side of the kitchen to try to protect us from him. And that's what gave both of us time to get somewhere safer. Before I was unfrozen, he had time to shoot her, and the noise and everything is what startled me into running. And I made it downstairs and to the business right by our house. I heard so many gunshots that I don't remember all of them, but he pulled off past me, saw me, and pulled over and was coming towards me when the police arrived. And I jumped in front of their vehicle, and he ran away. And I thought everyone inside was dead because there were so many gunshots. And I had seen what he'd done to Alexis. So I thought the worst had happened to Shay.
In her time of running away, the gunshots she was hearing was after his first initial gunshots. It was a 5-shot revolver, so I heard the 2 in the living room. And I ran to her room, which was right next to me, And I slammed the door closed and I sat on the ground and I tried to get our dogs. She had a dog, Olivia, a really cute dog. It was her favorite. So I just assumed he was after me only. So I ran into the room and I started counting shots by then, because I know he has to have reload time. So I counted the one, and it went through the door, and I looked up and I see the bullets flying. And I heard two more, and I didn't know what was happening. I was just screaming. I said he had a gun, and I was trying to tell him just get here. And it felt like 2 seconds. It felt like 5 seconds passed, and I realized nobody was screaming. It was just me, so I thought that they were dead. And I crawled out of the room because I wanted him to kill me too, because I can't live without them. I wanted him to kill me, but by the time I opened the door, he was gone. And I tried to crawl to the kitchen, and the front door is still open, and I see paramedics coming in, and I see her coming in. And she was told to apply pressure to my leg because I guess I got shot. I didn't care. It didn't hurt. I was just looking for Alex because I saw she was okay, but I was wondering where Alex was, and nobody would tell me anything. Nobody would show me her. I was thinking that she would run in too and try to help me. But they said that she got shot. And it wasn't bad. They said it wasn't bad. They said it wasn't bad.
And she kept trying to get up to run in there, even knowing what her leg was like, because she was just so worried about her.
I really loved her. I would die for her. I really would. And I hate myself for running into the room. And I crawled out. And everybody was trying to just bum rush me. Everybody was trying to cut my clothes off so they could see my wound, because it took a chunk out of me. Took a chunk out of my leg. It was really close range that he shot me. And they wouldn't show me Alexis. And I got into the hospital and I kept asking for Alexis, and then some priest guy came in and he told me that she passed away. And I've never felt more empty and more lonely in my life. Every second is so hard, because I see her everywhere I go, and I hear her voice every time I do anything. I really want her back. I know I can't have her back, but I know that he can't have his freedom back because I can't have my happiness back. He knew what he was doing. It was premeditated. He told me that's what he was going to do, and I didn't think he was serious.
He's made death threats to her many times before.
He's almost went to jail a few other times for hurting me. There's a time where he thought I cheated on him. He had no proof and no reason to. I was with my brother. He's not like that. I was with my brother, and he held a knife up to my neck the moment I got home. But he tells his family or tells his friends that it's my fault. And he says all these things, and nobody knew what I was dealing with. But I stayed with him. And I said it was out of love. But it was really because he would say that he's going to kill my friends. He told me right before all the shooting happened, he said, I hope you die. You should have killed yourself. Just like your mother's dying, you should kill yourself. And he called me other choice words, but he told me I should kill myself just like how my mom was dying. And he knew that hurt really bad. But he would say things like that to me all the time. And he went to kill both of us. And I know for sure that he wanted to kill her too, because he stopped and he went back. He saw her and got out of his car and tried to reload his gun and kill her too. I know him better than anybody else because I spent so much time just watching him. But I never thought he'd really act out and try to kill somebody over something so little. I want to see him again so I can let him know that he's a monster. I want to let him know that he took everything from me, but it's not something I can't heal from one day. Physically, yeah, I'm losing a chunk of my leg. I don't care. But I want him to know that him going to jail isn't me being sad for him. Letting him know that I don't care. Whatever happens to him, happens to him. He chose his path, but he ruined something really important to me. And I can't see her. I can't call her. Every time I see a picture of her, she's just perfect, okay? And he ruined that. He took that away from me because he's hateful. Oh, she was just perfect.
They've known each other for so many years. I only recently met Alexis, but I have been hearing about her since we were in high school together. And they were always looking for each other, but they knew each other by different names.
So I never could find her. But the moment I accidentally found her, I messaged her immediately. And she was like, oh my God, hey. And she would text me on any platform, all platforms, all my social media, because I have all of them. She would be talking about one thing on one app and then another thing on the other app. And all of them always circled back to how much she loved me and how much I loved her, and we had plans. She said, you probably think I'm crazy. But she really wanted to get married. And she was wanting to have a baby. And she just wanted to give me the happiness that I deserve, because she knew everything I went through. She knew everything, or I knew everything she went through, and everything that we had in our life that was crappy. It was always so similar but different. And I love the way she smiled. She was never blinded to my front that I would always put up. She would knock down every barrier I had. She was so loving, so caring. She was willing to forgive anything. And if it wasn't a fatal shot, she probably would have forgiven him. Maybe not today, but she would have waited, and she would have forgave him.
I knew her for such a short time, but in the time that I did, she made sure to let me know that she cared about me as a person, and not just out of the fact that she was dating my best friend. She let me know that she was always there for me too. And I'm just thankful that she was there for us and everything, and she made every day better. I never thought I could see Shay as happy as she was with Alexandria.
Even though I was still sad. We had this thing together that she was so wild. She said, hey, let's all get some piercings. So we did it.
Yeah.
It's just because it made her happy, and it was something that she knew would probably make us happy, maybe, in the long run. But and then we all dyed our hair.
She was blue.
Yeah, we're the Powerpuff Girls. I mean, obviously one of us isn't ethnically incorrect. But she was our best friend. I want to live my life for her and be that type of person and forgive him one day. But that's hard, because she's so different. And she's like the only person I know who could probably do that. I want to live my life for her, but at the same time it's hard because I want to see her again. I want to see her every single day. I want to see her every minute. I just listened to a 3-hour loop of her favorite song twice. Because she means the world to me. And I know that I can't see her. But I know that she's around somewhere. And she's like telling me, I love you, dummy.